gentlemen.
Thus disrupting
the normal world.
Momentarily.
They've got their sha-na-na-na-nas, their Scooby-Dooby-Doos, their sha-na-na-na-nas, but I've got you.
Okay, welcome back. You're listening to WART. WART Radio standing out above the rest. Let's see, we just heard from Tiny Wilson and the Shortcuts doing a fine remake of a 1952 classic Harry Neckenback song titled Where's My Other Shoe? Featuring Jerry Halatowski on vocals, Lenny Stigma playing the nose trumpet, and of course Tony Hampton on the drums. Let's see, starting March 4th, Tiny Wilson and the crew will be performing at Anemia's. They'll be there all week. Well, looks like we're getting close to the top of the hour here, which means I'll be turning over the hostmanship, if you will, to our favorite clinical therapist and author of the best-selling book, Don't Let It Get You Mad. I'm, of course, referring to Stan Michaels. Stan is also a licensed animal psychologist, so if you have a question concerning you and or your pet, you've got a place to get answers. So without further ado, I say take it away, Stan. Hello, I am Stan Michaels. It's great to be with you. One of our topics today is controlling our anger. We all have things that make us mad, things that throw us off kilter a little bit, but how do we deal with them? Have you pulled away from life's drive-through window and realized you didn't get quite what you ordered? How do we adjust? How do we fix that? Maybe we left the barn door of our emotions open at one time and now someone's got our goat. What do we do? Once again, I am Stan Michaels, and I'm here to talk to you. Give me a call. Let me know what you're thinking. The number is 812-660-4400. We'll do a quick commercial break and let you get settled in, and we'll get right to your calls. Are you tired of going to bed at night only to have to wake up in the morning? What if I told you didn't have to sleep at all? The product is Zoomerall, scientifically tested and proven to be 100% effective to aid in not sleeping at all. Zoomerall's patented formula allows you to get more done when you need to get it done and not be interrupted by that pesky tiredness that comes from working around the clock. Look for us on the web at Zoomerall.com. May cause extreme vomiting, incessant itching, violent outbursts, nervousness, dry mouth, bouts of paranoia, sudden flatulence, chronic bad breath, anal leakage, loss of appetite, and heart failure. If you've been on the toilet for more than 4 hours, call your doctor for an adjusted dosage of Zoomerall. Serial killer on the loose might be in your backyard. Tune in to Channel 3 News at 6 for the latest update. Also, find out why doctors are now saying those little packets of silica gel that come with many of the box products that we buy that say do not eat might actually be good for us now. Channel 3 News at 6, keeping you informed. And at 6:30 on America's Funniest Injuries, a skateboarder almost gets robbed of his family jewels, the thief, an iron railing at a local skate park. Oh, and a not-so-happy bicyclist demands to know, hey, who put that tree there? Uh-oh. Watch America's Funniest Injuries and laugh your ass off, but don't just take our word for it. What do you like about America's Funniest Injuries?
I think it's funny, and people get hurt and stuff, and it's funny.
And you, sir? I like it when people fall down. And what do you like about America's Funniest Injuries, sir? Well, I know it seems a bit sophomoric of me, but I do find that laughing at other people's misfortune somehow relaxes me. Well, there you have it. A.F.I. at 6:30. We'll see you there. Okay, we're back. Stan Michaels here. One of our topics is controlling our anger, or whatever knot you may have in your rope, so to speak. Let's go to Anna from Tallgrass, Missouri. Anna, what can I do for you?
Hi, Stan. First-time caller. I love your book. Let's see. My ability to control my anger was challenged a bit yesterday. I was coming out of my office on my way to my car. A man ran up to me and tried to steal my purse. I immediately panicked and started screaming at him while clutching my purse, and he finally let go. I guess he was afraid of other people seeing him, so he ran across the street and looked back at me, and I could tell then that I had hurt his feelings by my harsh words.
I see.
I have to admit, I lost my temper, Stan. I didn't mean to yell at him. I don't want him to think I singled him out for no apparent reason, and I just feel awful about the whole thing, so I guess I was hoping for some advice.
Well, Anna, scolding a would-be attacker or thief in this case is perfectly natural. Sometimes it needs to be done, but it's how you do it that makes the difference, and that could require a little work on your part. I might refer you to a few books I've written in the past on this particular subject, if you have a pencil and paper handy.
I do.
One of them is called Attackers Are People Too. It addresses these sort of confrontations with projection of calm resolve. Also, another book you might try is You Robbed My House, But I Stole Your Heart, also related. See, our prompted response to certain situations is not always what we have chosen to say in retrospect, right? Anna, you have to remember in your reprimanding to be firm, but use your words carefully. Eventually you'll become more comfortable at it, and you'll be able to find the right words to say and get your point across minus the hurt, okay?
That sounds like a great idea. You're a lifesaver, Stan.
That's why I'm here. Thanks for the call. You take care now. Okay, up next we have Todd from somewhere, Idaho. Todd, how are you today?
Oh, I'm good, Stan. Thanks for asking. I got the day off here because of the wet weather. Thought I'd give you a call.
You're home on the count of rain? Do you work outside, construction, or landscaping?
No, I work in an office, Stan. I just hate to go to work when it's raining. You know what I mean?
I see. How can I help you, Todd?
I have a question about our family pet. I bought my son a guinea pig for his 11th birthday. He doesn't really move around very much. It's more like he just sits there. You know, maybe wiggle his nose occasionally. But that's about it. My son thinks the house is too hot for him, so he wraps him up in a bag of ice cubes overnight before he goes to bed. So I was just wondering if because of his lack of movement or general lack of interest in anything for that matter, if I should be concerned.
Well, you definitely want to not wrap him in a bag of ice cubes. That's going to be a little too cold for him and probably slow him down to the point of non-movement. You see, Todd, most guinea pigs are rather inactive and more or less, as you say, just sit there. That being said, it is possible that your guinea pig might be experiencing a mild form of claustrophobia caused by his confinement to a small cage. Small store-bought pets commonly suffer from abandonment issues, or AI as we call it. They're removed from the litter too early and put in isolation. This has a lasting effect. And of course, the extreme anxiety that comes from being at the very bottom of the food chain. All of these things can weigh into, what's the guinea pig's name?
Well, I call him Doorstop, but his real name's Pickles.
Yeah, all these things can weigh into Pickles' lack of movement or lack of interest in anything, for that matter, as you put it. But I would say, aside from those things, he sounds perfectly normal, okay?
Well, thanks, Dan, I guess. So I should keep feeding him then?
Yeah, keep feeding him, my gosh. Yeah, I'd say as long as he's eating and processing his food, he should be fine. Don't expect much else.
All right, thanks, Dan.
No problem. Glad to help. We'll be right back.
So you say it's time to get a new pair of shoes. What do? Oh, sure, you can go one of those big chain stores and buy shoes that match and are the same size. Boring. Or you could save a bundle, have fun, and come to Harvey's Crazy Shoes. We got shoes of all shapes, sizes, colors. We've got old shoes, new shoes, every kind of shoe. You want 2 left shoes? We got them. You want 2 right shoes? We got them. You can do the Harvey's mix and match. Maybe you want a classic size 7 high heel and a size 12 steel-toed work boot. We can do that too. Or you can take a chance, spin the Harvey's roulette wheel and get whatever comes up. Remember, at Harvey's, it's all about the fun. We dare not to pair. Bring the Harvey's coupon, buy one shoe, get the other one absolutely free.
I just left Harvey's with a bowling shoe and a bedroom slipper.
My feet are killing me, but I look great.
You got that right. These shoes must have wings because they're flying off the shelf. Perhaps you're wondering why I'm yelling so loud. It's because I want everyone to know about Harvey's crazy shoe. We're changing the way America looks and walks. 1 mile from the airport. Catch us on the web, harveys.com.
Nick Branston hangs on the streets of a tough city. No job, no ambition, living day to day, trying to stay out of the way of traffic. That is until he discovers a bank envelope filled with $32.56 large. Now it looks like his life's about to change.
Hey, who wants beef jerky? I'm buying.
He's on a spending spree without caution, and he's not looking back. Hey, Lenny, you seen Branston lately?
Yeah, he was in here yesterday buying a whole lot of candy. He was flashing around dollar bills like they was nickels.
Yeah, I heard he came into some dough. No one's seen him since. It's gonna be a wild ride, and Nick Branston's behind the wheel, and he's not gonna stop until the money's all gone. Starring Jack McClure, Willie Stetson, and introducing Alicia Jones. True drama, riveting, and relentless, writes Rex Will of the LA Daily. Do not miss this film. New York Chronicle.
Hey, Nick, maybe now that you're all shored up, you could friend me a couple bucks sometime, huh?
Yeah, sure, kid. I think I got it.
He's got it, but not for long. They say the best things in life are free, but Nick's not waiting around to find out.
Hey, are those t-shirts 2 for $5? Give me 4 of them.
Big Money Land starts February 9th at theaters everywhere.
Okay, looks like we've got Earl from Wichita on line 3. Go ahead, Earl.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Earl.
Hi, Stan. I was hoping you could help me resolve an anger issue that I have, okay? My neighbor next door borrowed my riding lawnmower. When he brought it back, there was a part broken on it, and he insisted he didn't break it. Because I accused him, he got mad and told his son to stop picking up my groceries, which he does. Then I got upset and told him to replace the broken part on the mower and not to borrow it again. The problem is, I still need his son to pick up my groceries for me because I don't have a car. Now, how do you think I should deal with this?
Oh, this vizard we wear, huh, Earl? Is it the bravado I sense, or merely a flicker of light emitting from that podium from which we can so eagerly yet reluctantly plead for clarity in this arena?
Excuse me?
Or is there a certain modus vivendi, if you will, from where we succumb to such passion and bequeath all that has escaped our grasp knowingly?
Are you talking to me, Stan? 'Cause I'm not sure what you're saying here.
Well, a great philosopher once said, "To where the wheat grows, the hay will follow, not always then, but at least thereafter." Are you following me here, Earl?
No, not at all, Stan. I lost you back at the podium thing there. Now, am I the wheat or am I the hay in this scenario of yours? I mean, I was just looking for some simple advice here, you know.
I wish it was simple, Earl, for it is by the light that we read these pages of the less fulfilling, and by all things do we ponder and pursue the light for fear of darkness.
See, I don't know what that means, Stan.
By those means, willingly, we pass through this reverie to become only what we've imagined. Yet to these possibilities we strive. Now can you see what I'm trying to say to you, Earl?
No, I can't, Stan. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. How about this? How about I ask you one question, and you answer it simply yes or no? Should I make my neighbor pay to fix the mower that he broke?
Thus do we acquiesce that tender which is given and taken back in solitary under the constant watch of our own volition. Maybe at first it is the picture frame to where that fleeting will reside and have only one answer for us. And there, in the twilight, the answer is whispered. But you've got to listen, Earl.
Would that be a yes or a no, Stan?
Well, that's up to you, Earl.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's really no help at all. I think I'm just going to ask my wife and see what she thinks. But I guess thanks anyway, Stan.
Okay, and who do we have on the line here?
Hey, Stan, you ever smell your socks? They probably smell like something terrible.
No, I never smelled my... Bob, I thought we were screening these calls first. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna take a short commercial break here. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Pinch of Fanny. If you're like me, and I hope that you're not, you like your house smelling fresh and clean. Now, I know that's not always easy. After a night of playing poker with the boys, the den can get pretty stinky. You got your cigar smells, that slice of pepperoni that fell and landed God knows where, not to mention the residual effect of my brother Vinny's cheap cologne. So as you can see, these things kinda add up. And that's when I reach for Forget About It. Forget About It is the spray that's gooder than most, and it gets rid of the odors you don't want. So remember, when the stink gets too much, hey, forget about it.
Forget About It sprays and plug-in air fresheners available at all Buy More stores.
Hey, Chuck, when was the last time you ate so much you felt like your stomach was gonna explode?
It's been a while, Steve. How about you?
Too long, Chuck, too long. What do you say we hike it down to the House of Lard? They got a big menu, big servings. We'll put the feed bag on.
Good idea, Steve. Let's go.
And so they went. Steve was right. We do have a big menu, big servings, and the biggest sodas this side of the Mississippi. Buy any Monster Sandwich meal until November 7th and get a complimentary 5-gallon bucket of soda with a foot pump dispenser. Now that's a bargain. So come on down. We'll see you here.
Come on down to the House of Lard. We're right there in your backyard. We take all major credit cards. Buy it, eat it, pay and get out. House of Lard.
And we are back. Stan Michaels here, controlling our anger, the subject, or whatever else you feel like talking about. Before I get to the next caller, I've got a note here, this in from our station manager, who gives me these small articles to read from time to time, and what we call our Good News segment. Our Good News segment today sends out a congratulations to a couple who is celebrating their 75th wedding anniversary today. You've heard it right, 75 years and still together. Let's hear it for Ebb and Flo Jackson of Tolerance, New Jersey. Congratulations, Ebb and Flo. Well, that takes care of that. As we say, a little bit of good news goes a long way. All right, who do we have? We have James Williams, M.D., from Wisconsin. Well, hello, James.
Hello, Stan.
James William, M.D., I'm guessing you're a doctor of some sort?
No, actually the MD stands for Mad Dog. That was my nickname in high school.
Okay, fair enough. What would you like to talk about today, Mad Dog?
Well, I guess I never spoke with anyone about this before, but when I was young, my brother put me inside of a washing machine and then turned it on.
Okay, did that make you mad?
Well, let's just say I was slightly agitated at first.
And your question for me is?
I don't really have a question. I just been needing to get that off my chest. So, I thank you for listening, and goodbye then.
Okay, caller gets thrown into a washing machine and is agitated. I'll buy that. I hope it was a delicate cycle. Okay, next caller, Leonard from Palm Springs. Leonard is a regular caller to the Stan Michaels show. Hey, Leonard.
Am I on?
Yeah,
How are you, Stan?
What have you got for me today, Leonard?
You know what really bothers me, Stan, is how strange some people are.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like the other day. I got my 1-year-old and my 3-year-old, and I'm taking them to get their first piercings and tattoos, okay? It's hot out, so I'm wearing the bikini. I got the 4 pit bulls in tow. And, we're standing outside waiting for their turn. I'm teaching them a few new curse words in Spanish, showing them how to litter. This guy walks past, and he says, "Hey, how you doing today?" I'm thinking, "Buddy, you don't even know me. What do you mean, how am I doing? Don't you think that's strange?" That's all. See you, Stan.
Well, that's definitely strange, Leonard. I think that's all I have to say about that. We'll be right back.
Do you want to change your life into something more meaningful and exciting and have great hair? Now you can do both. You can Revitalize. Revitalize is not just a hair tonic, it actually changes your life. Here's one satisfied customer.
I used to be a complete loser. I couldn't find a job. My hair was drab, and women never even noticed me. After discovering Revitalize, I became CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. My hair looks great, and I've become quite a hit with the ladies. Hold on. That's my phone again. Hello? Yeah, hi, Sabrina. Sure, I'll do dinner tonight. Okay, bye. See what I mean? Thanks, Revitalize.
Bob's just one of the many satisfied customers to experience the magic of Revitalize. The secret is in the ingredients. We cut down 5,000 acres of Brazilian rainforest to extract a very small amount of the world's most rare tree saps known to man to bring you the latest in hair gel. A hair gel the scientists are calling revolutionary, and what hairdressers are calling the miracle tonic of the century. So run, don't walk, to the nearest phone and call in your order for Revitalize. The phone number is the same as the name, Revitalize. Call Revitalize now while supplies last, and maybe you won't be a complete loser.
Revitalize.
Okay, something from our bulletin board here. WART welcomes you to join us this Wednesday night at Doldrums for our annual drying paint observation party. Bring your own small fan if you like. We'll be providing seat cushions and refreshments, including chamomile tea and aspirin. Should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. And let's get back to the calls. We've got Chuck on line 3. Hello, Chuck.
Yeah, hello, Stan. How are you?
Well, let's just say I feel more like I do now than I did before. What's on your noggin, Chuck?
I've been finding myself upset and impatient about a lot of things here lately.
I see. What's going on?
It's this and that, you know. Mostly I've been having a tough time settling on a career. I know they say you should pick something you're good at and pursue that. I like lying down, so I thought maybe I could be a mattress tester or a couch tester. There doesn't seem to be a great demand for that sort of thing.
What other things are you good at?
I like inventing things. After it occurred to me that one man is responsible for everything invented in the United States.
One man?
Yeah, if you look under the side of a lamp or radio, anything, you'll see his name right there. Pat Pending. I mean, who is this guy? He must be a very busy man. I thought, hey, if he could do it, so could I.
Well, first of all, let me correct you, Chuck. Pat Pending is not a name. It means patent pending, which is a copyright for that product. You see, Pat is short for patent.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Hmm.
So what things have you invented, Chuck?
Well, mostly marketing. Boy, there's too many to name, you know. Let's see, there was the world's worst dad coffee mug, not a big seller. The I hate cops bumper sticker. That didn't do very well either. I created a line of wool underpants, called them cozies. Apparently they were a little too scratchy down there for people. Okay, let's see, I tried my hand at opening a restaurant. That was short-lived as well. I ended up closing down Scabby's Pizza, only after a month of it being open. Just no business. So, as you can see, I'm not having much luck in the business world. I'm not even sure how to describe my abilities exactly, Stan.
Well, the word clueless comes to mind, but that might be a bit harsh. Do you think maybe you should just get a job with a company of some sort and let them do the thinking?
Well, I'm an individual, Stan, They say there's no I in team, but there is an M and an E, and that's me, so I gotta keep moving. I guess it all comes down to what the big man upstairs has in store for me.
Yeah, we all call on our faith in times of need, and I think that's very important.
Well, I was referring to my landlord who lives on the top floor above me, hoping he could front me another couple months' rent till I could get something going here, I remember my first job. I had to dress up like a stork, stand on one leg for 8 hours outside of a baby supply store. I had to get out of there. I vowed to never stand on one leg again for any job. This time I'm putting my foot down, I says to myself.
I'm curious, Chuck, what kind of childhood did you have growing up?
Oh, I had a pretty standard childhood, like any kid growing up, When I was 2 years old, my parents used to dress me up like a squirrel and have the dog chase me around the yard. Of course, we've all been there before, right?
Not really, Chuck.
No solid foods till I was 12, that sort of thing. Nothing out of the ordinary, really.
Well, you certainly seem like an interesting fellow. There, Chuck, good luck to you with all your endeavors, and you take it easy now, okay?
Oh, well, okay. We'll see you later, Stan.
Boy, I sure am getting the calls today. I think I got time for one more call here. I got Delbert from Princeton. You are on, Delbert.
Hey, Stan. Read your book. Did not like it. That's okay. We all make mistakes. Calling for several reasons today. A few things bothering me. Well, as we all know, the economy's very bad right now, so yesterday I had to cut loose one of my assistants who was working under me. And I'm a rock climbing instructor, so you can imagine his surprise. It was a long way down. I feel a little bad about that, but I'm getting over it quickly. I don't know, Stan. I guess I find the older I get, the more I become afraid of change. Not so much the nickels and the dimes, it's the quarters and the pennies that frighten me. It's a mystery, why? But then again, life's a mystery, It's like, how can you tell when blue cheese goes bad, right? It looked like that when I bought it 2 months ago.
Delbert, do you have something in particular you would like to discuss? I'd like to get back on track here.
Well, I don't really believe in particulars, Stan, right? It's like my father used to say to me, Delbert, get out of my chair. I guess that always kind of stuck with me, but yet there is one thing. Sometimes I get this uncontrollable urge to stand outside my apartment and scream at people for no apparent reason. I'm not sure why. So I was just wondering what you thought of that.
Well, Delbert, I'm not sure that I have any advice other than to say seek counseling or try calling another talk show. Okay? Hello? They hung up. Well, all right. I think that's going to do it for me. I hope I've been able to address some of your concerns here today, and I'll see you next week. Till then, this is Stan Michaels saying so long, and take care of yourselves.
There's a new burger in town. It's called the DinoBurger. 4 5-ounce beef patties stacked precariously on a risky sourdough bun, surrounded by 6 layers of heart-stopping cheese, loaded with mayo, then deep-fried to a life-threatening texture that'll send you running for the nearest bathroom faster than you can say, "I'm not gonna make it." Are you ready to take the DinoBurger challenge? Because if not, you can always run home like a little girl and play with your dolls. Because around here we play tough. DinoBurger tough. So come and get it if you think you can.
Available at all Sloppy's locations.
Looking to have work done on your home, but don't want to be bogged down by quality, safety, or aesthetics? Call Seedy and Shyster. Our overpriced staff will treat you poorly, carelessly, and without the respect that those other contractors are so eager to give. Here at Seedy and Shyster, we'll not only do the job wrong the first time, and maybe even the second or third time, but you can rest assured that we'll be charging you constantly and unnecessarily along the way. And you will also have our guarantee that we'll be leaving with more than we arrived with, and that's a promise. Call us at 1-833-566-3849. Tell them Larry sent you.
Thursday, March 4th, performing at A.F.I's Comedy Club in the Square. It's Pittsburgh's own Jackie Bodnar, king of the one-liners.
Hey, I met a guy from Montana the other day. He said he drives cattle for a living. I said, your back seat must smell awful. Am I right? I told my longtime tailor I won't be using his services anymore. He says, okay, suit yourself. Right? I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up. I stayed at a hotel the other night called the Contortionist. I tell you, those people bend over backwards for you.
Jackie Bodnar, a laugh a minute, celebrating 45 years in show business. Recently resurfacing from a 3-year stint in the Witness Protection Program. He's back at it again in his What Are You Looking At tour.
Yeah, I've always been a happily married man. I just ask any of my previous wives. Hello. Yeah, I was talking to a guy the other day. He told me he netted $500K last year. I said, you gotta tell me where I can get one of those nets. Hello, coming through, look out.
Jackie Bodnar, it's one joke after another till you can't take it anymore. You'll be begging him to stop. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at A.F.I's Comedy Club in the Square. Thursday, March 5th. Doors open at 8. WART News Update is brought to you by Sam and Ella's Chicken Shack. Remember, if it ain't Sam and Ella's, it ain't chicken. And also by Abacus Pizza. Abacus Pizza, a pizza you can count on. Well, according to a recent government survey, it seems 20% of all Americans polled feel that 15% of the country's population is responsible for 75% of the world's problems, while 50% of older Americans contest that 63% of those polled only represent 10% of those over 45 who see statistics as accurate only 25% of the time, thus then leaving the other 37% completely unaccounted for. These numbers, many feel, are a clear indication of our current status. In other news, a man called police yesterday and demanded charges be brought against himself for trying to steal his own identity and then attempting to rob himself at gunpoint at a Los Angeles nightclub last night. Today, when police questioned the man, he said, "I don't know what I'm talking about. I was nowhere near where I was last night." Police are still investigating those allegations. In local news, a woman was charged with public endangerment at a quick-buy store last night in Bridgetown. The trouble began when she tried repeatedly to return an empty 2-liter bottle of soda, which she insisted was empty when she bought it. And in New York, riot police showed up at a protest in Central Park before everyone else this morning. When asked why, one policeman said, "We wanted to get here early so we could beat the crowd." And now for your Sports Minute. Your Sports Minute is brought to you by End of the World Running Shoes, the last running shoes you'll ever need. Here's Jim Shorts.
Thanks, Andy. I'm here with Coach Ralph Huxley discussing tonight's game against the Carolina Sledgehammers. Ralph, do you think the Turtles have a chance of taking Carolina tonight?
Well, Bill,
Jim.
we're going to go out there and play football best of our ability. I think we can get the ball in the end zone, get some points on the board, keep the other team from scoring. We got a chance here.
Coach, I know the Turtles got off to a slow start this season. Any particular strategy you'll be employing in tonight's match?
Well, as always, Bill,
Jim.
it's about the final score, I think we need to hold on to the ball, get across the goal line, basically get more points than Carolina, I think the final score is going to reflect the ultimate outcome as it always does.
Ralph, you seem to be stating the obvious here. Can you tell me something I don't know?
Well, look, Bill.
It's Jim.
All I'm saying is you got your wins, you got your losses. We certainly want to come away with a win here tonight. Projecting ahead, I think we can maintain a higher number of wins and a lower number of losses. I think we're going to do well this season.
Okay, Coach. Sounds like you got your plan. I'll let you go here, and good luck, Turtles. I'm Jim Shorts, and that's your Sports Minute.
Well, thank you, Jim, and let's check in with our meteorologist, Al Chugabrewski. How's it looking out there, Al?
Well, thanks, Sandy. I think we won't be seeing any meteors today or this evening, nor do I see any meteor activity in the next week or two. So I think we're good here. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Alan. And that is your WART News Update. I'm Sandy Mulligan. Thanks for listening.
At this time, WART will be going off the air until the following day. I, your station manager, would like to thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, till then, sit back and enjoy this static for the next 12 hours. Until we resume at 9 a.m. tomorrow, thank you and good night.